Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I am going to do some light overseeding to fill in gaps here in my big cottage garden border. Now remember, I am in central North Carolina, zone 7, 18 miles south of downtown Raleigh, in a cute little suburb called Fuquay-Varina. And though it's a beautiful blue sky sunny day, it's actually quite brisk out. And it's not a great day for getting out in the garden just because it is quite chilly. But I have been packaging seed for upcoming events, actually starting tomorrow, all local events. And I'm going to be selling some seeds that you can see I've got here, crimson clover and buckwheat. And these are really ideal for getting direct seeded right now. They are tolerant of kind of the up and down temperatures that we're still experiencing. And they're really sort of perfect just to be tossed in right on top of the mulch or existing soil to fill in the gaps. They're both really quick to germinate, and the crimson clover is actually a nitrogen fixing legume, and the buckwheat is a great pollinator attractor. And both of these look really good combined together. So that's precisely what my goal is today. I am going to scatter these throughout. You can actually see there's a big swath of open space here. So let me turn the camera around so I can show you what's currently growing there, and then we'll get busy sowing some seeds. So part of the reason that I decided it was appropriate to sow buckwheat is because there is some buckwheat that's starting to germinate. That's actually what this right here is. And so I just figured through this area where I don't have great germination, because I've been using this as a walkway, I'd like to fill it in so that when people come for the spring open garden on Saturday, May 13th from noon to 4 p.m., this border looks as good as possible. And overall, I'm really quite happy with the amount of self-sowing that's occurred in this bed. It's a great mix of poppies, larkspur, and bachelor buttons. But I think the addition of crimson clover and buckwheat, especially in open areas like right here on the edge, is gonna really make this bed extra special. Getting them sown now in the middle of March will ensure that they will look great for the middle of May. So a common question that I get about my seed packets is how much square footage do they cover? And that's a really good question. These are 1 ounce packs. I sell them for $5 each. And I think in general, they cover close to 200 square feet, depending on how densely you sow them. Now, I actually recommend growing these together, so you can just dump the seeds out into a bowl and then toss them so that they are sort of integrated from the very beginning. And by doing that, I think you'll actually be able to cover closer to 300, maybe 350 square feet. Now, one last thing about the seeds, I don't mail order seeds at all. I don't have the permit to do that for interstate sales. So if you want to buy seeds from me, you actually have to come to one of my live events, and you can see everywhere that I'm going to be if you visit my website, breegrows.com, and go to the upcoming events tab. And of course, that link is in the description. So you can see here, the buckwheat is the black seed and the crimson clover is the tan. And I've just got the packets mixed together in a bowl. Now I can just toss them out in any open areas. Okay, so I'm not doing anything to prep the bed. You can see there's existing mulch. That is not a problem. There are other seedlings in here, so I don't want to disturb them. That's why I'm not adding any compost. I'm literally just going to take a nice handful, and I'm essentially doing that bowling method that I talk about when I sow the poppy seeds. I'm going to do that a couple more times in this area, and then we can walk around the rest of the bed and fill in any open gaps. And in this part, I'm just literally tossing it in to fill in any open spaces. those two packets mixed together were the perfect amount to fill in any of the open spaces that I have here in my big cottage garden border. And I can't wait to share updates with all of you as this seed begins to germinate. So be sure to subscribe to the Bree the Plant Lady YouTube channel for regular updates. And please give this video a like, share it with your friends, and remember, if you'd like to buy some seed from me, check out my website, breegrows.com, to see where I'll be at doing live events where I'm going to be selling seeds, and mark your calendars for the Spring Open Garden on Saturday, May 13th from noon to 4 p.m. As always, I hope you'll be inspired by this video, and I'm wishing you the best. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.